the Storyboard That's Getting Started video. Creating a storyboard with Storyboard That is simple and fun with our intuitive drag and drop interface. To get you started, we're going to create a basic storyboard about my morning. First, select the scene you would like to add. We have hundreds of scenes organized in categories like around town, home, school, and even historical. Since this is about my morning, I'm going to start by adding a scene from the home category, a basic bathroom. Notice how the scene automatically fills the entire cell? This means no fussing with lining up edges. Now, let's add a character. We have hundreds of characters to choose from. I'm going to choose this female character here. First thing I'm going to do is color her using the color selector. There are many options for hair, eye, and skin color in pre-made palettes, but you also have the option to use the complete color selection tool for even more customization. Now that she's all colored, I can move on to posing her. We offer quick insta poses, like speaking, angry, and walking, and various others. Or for more detailed posing, you can go on Edit Pose and manipulate the character more in depth. In our character poser, you can change lots of things. For head, you can tilt from left to right. For the expression, you can choose a set of eyes and mouth that shows the emotion you want. For arms, choose the arms to hold an item or show a particular pose. Lastly, for legs, you can choose legs for standing, walking, sitting, or even nervousness. Hovering your mouse over the poses in the menu will give you some great use suggestions. Since my character is going to be brushing her teeth in the mirror, I'm going to pose her in the 3/4 angle, with her arms up and her head tilted down slightly. Now this action seems a little lacking. What we need is a prop. Props and images can be easily searched for and found using our search bar. There are tens of thousands of images to search for so that you can find the perfect item. I'm in need of a toothbrush, so I enter toothbrush into the search bar and select one that I like from the given options. I can click and drag it into the scene, and now change the size and orientation by using the transform box and flip tool. Now that I am all set with that, it's time to add text. To do this, I can click on the Textables tab and select either the freeform text tool or a word bubble of my choosing. I like this one in particular. After pulling it into the scene, you can see that you now have the option to type, change the font, and text size. Play around with these options to get the right feel for your storyboard. Now I'm going to complete my storyboard by dragging and dropping scenes and characters that will tell my story. In the second scene, my character is on a subway. Instead of having to find her again in the character directory, I'm going to copy her. I can now pose her to hold onto the rail or pose her to sit down. I will add additional characters in the background to give the cell a nice full feeling. In the final panel, I'm going with a work scene. I can sit my character in the chair. However, the computer screen looks a bit bare, so how about we explore the Upload feature to add a custom graphic. Clicking the Upload button will bring me to my computer, where I can select an image to upload to my storyboard. Storyboard That supports JPEGs, PNGs, GIFs, and bitmaps. Let's go with this nice Storyboard That logo. Once it's uploaded, it will show up in the image bank of uploaded files. Since my image is uploaded, I can grab it and place it on the computer screen in my scene. Now, I'm going to save my storyboard. Once you click the Save button, this little save dialog will pop up, and you can add your storyboard's title and description. I'm naming mine, My Day. And there you have it, a completed storyboard, saved to mine, or your, account. Go ahead and explore all that Storyboard That has to offer, and make some great storyboards. Thanks for watching!
Okay, so that was a getting started video, and it basically told you the basics of making a storyboard. And StoryboardThat.com is not the only one that you could use. There's a lot of comic websites out there that are free. Some you have to pay for, but more than that, there are free stuff that you can do to create a storyboard. There's some that are have a more of a comic book feel. You just need to see which one you like better. And I like StoryboardThat.com. I feel it's very user-friendly, especially with students. All right, we're just going to have to do this manually because this is not cooperating. Okay, so with this storyboard, I did this last night, and I've done plenty of storyboards, but I decided to do a new one to show that I'm not a professional at the Storyboard app, and I spent quite a bit doing this storyboard, but it gives you an idea of how you could use it. I wanted to give you another example other than Macbeth. So this is off of the novel Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. And in this first cell, it has the two sisters, Jane Bennet and Elizabeth Bennet. And Jane Bennet is very sad because the man she thought she would be engaged to has gone to London, never to return. So she says, I shall never see Mr. Bingley again. And then I explain in the cell here, this is where you can explain what's going on in your cell. Instead of trying to really effectively tell your story in the picture you made, if you're missing some details and you want your teacher to understand completely what's going on in this cell, then this is where you use your description cell, okay? And right here it says, Mr. Darcy has driven Mr. Bingley, his best friend, away from Jane, Elizabeth's older sister. And then it says that Mr. Darcy has caused the unhappiness of a most beloved sister. So she's mad because this really mean guy who came to town has taken away her would-be fiance, right? They're best friends. So in this second cell, we have Mr. Darcy and we have Elizabeth Bennet, and they're having an argument. He's proposed to her, she doesn't want to because she's mad at him. And that's what it explains here in this description cell. And then in our final cell, we have our resolution of our story. And it has Elizabeth Bennet with Mr. Darcy happy. And then we have Mr. Bingley and Jane Bennet in the back, happily ever after, right? And you get all of this extra information through your description cells. And it's only 3 pictures, yet they tell so much. So instead of your regular book report having to write out the entire linear plot development, you can simply use these 3 cells to effectively tell your story. Okay, so right now I'm going to go ahead and model the procedure for you. I'm going to go ahead and open a brand new storyboard. It's going to be very basic. And then you're going to create one on your own. Okay? So when you create one on your own, you can depict anything that has happened to you in the last few days, playing a sport, sitting in class, talking with friends, and I'm only going to make you do 1 cell. You can do 3 if you want, if you're feeling up to it, but I just want to see if you have the hang of it. But first I'm going to go ahead and model one for you, okay?